Some guys talk tough, some guys act tough. But the Endu, forget about it. He is tough. Whiskey, cigars, collars, fedoras, every piece stamped with the Endu seal. You don't just buy a product, you buy respect. Cheap knockoffs, phony wise guys, cocksuckers, and pizza bums. Forget about it. This is the real thing. The Endu Tam products. Because when you walk in, the story ends with you. Available now in the Pizzaverse. Like, subscribe, join the family.
Mugs, what the fuck you doing in there, you prick?
Tales from the Pizzaverse, Pizza Bums, a wild night at Willie's pub. The rain was hitting Brooklyn sideways like the sky had a grudge. Neon buzzed over puddles, cabs splashed by, and every gutter smelled like wet bread and cheap cologne. Nights like that, you either stayed in and prayed, or you went where the real prayers got answered. Willie's pub. Now, Willie's ain't no TGI Fridays. This joint, it's history. You walk on the floorboards, you hear them squeak, but it ain't wood complaining. It's ghosts of every bum that ever got smacked around in here. Neutral ground, they say. Vatican rules. You don't throw fists unless you're ready for Willie himself to bounce your ass into the East River. Tonight, though, even Willie was nervous. Word on the street, there was a rat in the family. Somebody singing to cops, rivals, maybe even Tony fucking Pizza, that pizza bum clown who couldn't mob his way out of a Domino's uniform. The first arrivals, Lopez came in first. Always sharp, but never relaxed. FBI badge might have been in his pocket, but it was stamped on his face. He moved like he was reading the room for fingerprints, sliding into a booth with his back to the wall. Coffee, he told Willie. Black. Willie rolled his eyes. Kid, this is a bar, not a diner, but fine. Then came Frank Pecoraro, Big Frank, interim president, puffing a cigar thick enough to anchor a boat. Smoke following him like loyal soldiers. He smacked Lopez's back so hard the Fed damn near wore his coffee. Relax, paisan, Frank boomed. Tonight ain't about subpoenas. It's about loyalty, or lack of it. Aaron the Brain was already there, hunched in the corner, scribbling math on napkins like some deranged accountant. When Frank barked, "What are you writing?" Aaron muttered, 32% chance we all walk out alive. Frank groaned. Christ almighty, this guy's bad fucking luck. The circus rolls in, then came noise. The Endu strutted in with his pit bull Vito, barking at the jukebox like it owed him money. Play Sinatra, you cocksucker, he yelled, slapping it. It wheezed out, that's life scratchier than Tony Pizza's lies. Vito howled in key like Old Blue Eyes was singing through the dog's throat. Right behind him was Freestyle, already rhyming at the air. Frank puffing cigars, Lopez looking mean, Brain scribbling odds on napkins obscene. Rat in the room, who's squealing tonight? Better find the traitor before we all take flight. Frank grumbled. Somebody put a muzzle on this kid before I shove him in the jukebox with Sinatra. And then See No Evil slid in quiet, hoodie up, notebook out, muttering bets like prayers. 3-1, Frank cracks a skull. Even money, Lopez pulls his piece. 10-1, Endu gets tossed through the window. Willie muttered, make it 20-1. The dog's going with him. The Admiral's entrance. And then came thunder. The fucking Admiral. Iron fist impeach. The guy didn't enter. He invaded. Boots hitting the floor like artillery. Cocksuckers and pizza bum, he roared, slamming the bar. Line me up shots before I buy this dump and turn it into a battleship. He downed whiskey like it was holy water and bellowed again. Cocksuckers and pizza bum. The whole room chuckled nervous. 'Cause if you didn't laugh at the Admiral, you was basically signing your will. Behind the bar, Marta polished glasses like she was sharpening blades. Next to her was Chi-Chi, lipstick like spilled wine, laughing like the chaos was foreplay. And finally, strolling in, smooth as butter on hot bread, Anthony Sessa, the Wolf of Philly. Suit sharp, grin sharper. Forget guns, Sessa purred. Forget rackets. Fudge, boys. Mikey the Hammer Fudge. We flood the block. We own the holidays. Frank barked. Sessa, sit your candy ass down. We talking rats, not recipes. Accusations fly. That's when Lopez stood, voice cold as a morgue slab. One of you's talking, he said. Doesn't matter who. Cops, rivals, or Tony Pizza, that fake wise guy clown. Someone's whispering like a choir boy, and it stops tonight. The pub went dead quiet. Forks hung in midair. Even Vito stopped barking. Aaron muttered without looking up. 68% chance it's the dumbest guy in the room. Every eye turned to the Endu. Me, Endu yelped. The only thing I leak is beats. Forget about it. He smacked the jukebox again. Sinatra croaked louder, like even Frank was calling him a liar from beyond the grave. Frank slammed his fist so hard glasses jumped. I'll bust every skull in here till the rat squeals. Admiral screamed, cocksuckers and pizza bum, like it was the Pledge of Allegiance. Freestyle kept rapping about rats and cellars. See No Evil scribbled, odds just shifted, 5-1 Frank kills the wrong guy. 90% chance Admiral blows before dessert. Willie muttered, break one more chair, I'm closing this fucking dump forever.
Hey, paisanos and wise guys, looking for a place where ass-kicking storytelling meets mob-tastic animation? You're in the right freaking neighborhood. Welcome to Bambi Palermo's Pizzaverse, where every event is served with a hot slice of satire, a dash of danger, and a sprinkle of wise guy charm. Now let me break it down for you. The Pizzaverse is Bambi's twisted little patch of YouTube magic, where mob-style drama, twisted tales, and brooding characters camp out under one roof. We got everything, from tales from the Pizzaverse, like Tale of the Three Bookies, to Brooklyn bloodlines and straight-up surreal shorts like a Pizzaverse elegy. Bambi's tossing out stories about rival factions, neon dreamscapes, personality clashes. Sometimes they roast each other. Sometimes they mourn the death of a frog-filthy nerd. Funeral for the frog, anyone? Here's the deal. This ain't your grandma's pasta night. Each episode is a juicy meatball of drama, humor, and cartoon-fueled mayhem that'll have you looking forward to what's next. Pizzaverse news keeps you updated, but with that extra gangster twist, capiche? You want to laugh at mob-style absurdity. You want to be pulled into twisted fables where gravity's optional and emotions are served a la mode. Bambi's got you covered, from the classic Pizzaverse News Ep. 15, The Haircut, to the fresh out the oven, the Pizzaverse Roast, a slice of revenge. Tale of the Three Bookies. Mobsters, backroom deals, dramatic reveals. A Pizzaverse Roast, a slice of revenge. Brutal, hilarious, chaotic. Pizzaverse State of the Union. Big talk, bigger laughs, and maybe a coup or two. And that's just the appetizer, folks. Just wait till dessert. So what do you say? Ready to ride with us through this bizarre, cheesy, yet always badass universe Bambi's cooked up? Hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, tell us who you want to see in the next slice of mayhem. The Pizzaverse is hot, fresh, and needed for your attention. Stay wise, stay spicy, and welcome to the freaking Pizzaverse, where we always win.
The envelope. Then Marta found it, reached under the bar, pulled out an envelope taped there. She slid it open, photos spilling across the counter. The whole joint froze. Grainy shots. Admiral and Peach, meeting some government stiff in a parking lot. Handshakes, briefcases. Frank roared. You dirty fucking double-crosser. Lopez snarled. Knew it. See No Evil scribbled. Odds confirmed. Rat is Admiral. But Admiral? He just laughed, drained his glass and smirked. Nah, cocksuckers. That wasn't me selling out. That was me using him. The real rat's still breathing in this room, and I got the blueprint to drown every bastard trying to take us down. The place went quiet enough you could hear Sinatra wheeze through his dentures. The chaos. For the next hour it was bedlam. Frank pounding fists, threatening to turn the place into a funeral home. Admiral screaming cocksuckers and pizza bum like it was artillery fire. Freestyle dropping rhymes about squealers, into swearing on Vito's life. Lopez grilling every face like it was interrogation. Willie polishing glasses, muttering, "One more broken stool and I'm torching this joint." Tony Pizza's name got dragged through the mud 10 times over. Frank called him a fake wise guy in a bathrobe. Lopez muttered he couldn't rat even if he tried, 'cause nobody trusted him. And Admiral roared, "Pizza bum," till his face turned red. They all agreed. Tony Pizza was the kind of guy even rats wouldn't talk to. The pact, but like all nights in the Pizzaverse, it ended with deals, not deaths. Frank kept his throne. Admiral stayed vice, though Lopez's eyes never left him. Aaron promised new numbers. See no evil cashed out napkins thicker than the Bible. Chi-Chi whispered sweet poison in Cessa's ear about fudge empires. And Marta? She pocketed that envelope, smiling like she knew exactly who the real rat was. But she wasn't saying. Closing. By the time the storm let up outside, Willie's pub was half wrecked. The jukebox coughing Sinatra's ghost, and the air so thick with smoke and betrayal you could choke on it. They drank, they laughed too loud, they slapped backs too hard, covering up cracks in loyalty with whiskey and bravado. The moral? In the Pizzaverse, loyalty ain't owned, it's borrowed. And one day the interest comes due. When it does, you find out who's family, who's hungry, and who's just another cocksucker and pizza bum. Family's only family till money, betrayal, or ego shows up. Then everybody's showing their true colors. And in the Pizzaverse, nobody's clean, nobody's safe, and nobody forgets. If you laughed, cursed, or felt like you was sitting at the table yourself, smash that like, subscribe, and stay with Bambi and the crew. 'Cause here in the Pizzaverse, we don't miss. Thanks for watching.
Sungrown's executive order olive oil. One drizzle and the whole table listens. He ain't just running the Pizzaverse, he's feeding it. Straight from the president's private stash comes Sungrown's executive order olive oil. Cold-pressed, first cut, and slicker than a backroom deal in City Hall. Features: presidential grade, pressed from olives grown under 24/7 protection contracts. Flavor with power, makes any dish taste like a vote in your favor. Cabinet approved, every capo in the room swears by it, or else. Frank Pecoraro, I dipped bread in it and suddenly I was running a casino in Vegas. Admiral Impeach, too smooth. I used it to grease submarine gears and salad greens. Worked perfect both ways. Lopez, confiscated a bottle once. Had to return it. Couldn't stop cooking with it. Special offer. Order now and Sungrown throws in a presidential breadstick pen. Sign laws, then dip them in the sauce. Sungrown's executive order olive oil. Taste the power, respect the office.